Goeiemôre Parys, ons staan nou hier op die wateraanleg, die suiweringsaanleg. Vandag, so 20 minute van nou af, 11 uur vandag, gaat hulle 'n bekendstelling maak van die nuwe waterpyplyn wat hulle gaan lê van die aanleg af tot by die reservoir in Tumole, as ek reg is, ek dink is nommer 2, reservoir nommer 2. So ons staan hier op die wateraanleg. Wat lekker is om te sien is dat die kontrakteurs is besig om skoon te maak en te werk hierso. Dit is alles goeie nuus vir ons. Laat mense kan sien die druk wat ons toepas. Lyk my is besig om sy tol te eis vir goeie werk wat hier gedoen word. Ons is baie dankbaar. Dit wat oom nou afneem, daai is nou die kantoor of die kontrolekamer van waar die watermanager sit. En as mense 'n bietjie links gaan, daai driehoekige wit dakkie daar, dis die Triton plant. En nog 'n bietjie verder, hier waar hierdie polymeer drommetjie staan hier by hierdie gebou, is waar hulle die dosing doen soos hulle sê, dis waar hulle die vlokkie land in die water sit. En as mense nou verby hom gaan aan die onderkant daar waar daai mense daar in die gebou staan, dit is waar die sandfilters en waar hulle die gas insit, die kloorgas insit en dan ook waar die pompe in die samp is. En dan nog verder van hom is net nog so presies so stasie. En dis dan die hele ding van die waterwerke. As mens nou tussen die geboue kyk, sal mens sien daar's 'n ronde sirkels, dit is nou waar die clarifiers sit. Okay, hierdie wat oom nou afneem is waar die water nou ingaan van die kanaal, hierdie kanaal wat hier voor is. En dan is daai sluise, dis die grid waarvan ons praat, wat die regte grid size moet hê. Nou, met daai sluise beheer hulle dan die water wat afgaan na die clarifiers toe. So dis nou waar hulle die water inlaat vir die clarifiers.
So hierdie kanaal, hy kom nou in van die rivier af.
Hy kom in van die rivier af en dan hierdie is nou een sluis en ook vir die grid sizes en selfs soos daai ander kant die ene wat om daar ook al afgeneem het nou. Daar sê.
11:15. Looks like they start arriving now for the 11 o'clock meeting. Right, yeah. The mayor is now here, still waiting for some of the other committee, and then from here we will move on and I'll explain what's happening. And at last the technical director arrived 1 hour late. Everybody's waiting for him. We'll see if it will start now. It's now 5 to 12. The meeting was scheduled for 11 o'clock.
Okay. Dumelang. Goeiemiddag. As 4 minute voor het 12 uur is. Good afternoon. Let me greet everyone. Okay. Let me greet everyone that came to this gathering today. And let me just apologize for not starting at 11 o'clock. The infrastructure committee was still sitting. They are meeting, and infrastructure, obviously, that has to guide us for this process. Now, the briefing is just that Mona today. If you can remember, we have been having meetings where we have meetings with the public representatives which represent different stakeholders, education, the crèches, the taxis, community leaders, and we had the schools, but we've got everyone in those meetings where we were discussing and the plans in terms of the water. Now, we went to public meetings. Councillors by the public meetings, and our feature got the public meetings. They had to explain to the public what are the interim steps for us to make sure that metsi atswang dipompong. So one of the steps was to say that we must build a pipeline. Pipeline from planting to one of our reservoirs directly reservoir from the reservoir Eco Mandela, so that we are able to fill that reservoir and we don't have to wait for reservoir Mandela, because if metsi ayako reservoir ya Mandela, by the time yango di reservoir tseding ha re gone ho tlatsa di reservoir. So we have now dedicated a pipe that will go directly to one of the reservoirs, and this reservoir ke reservoir e location. Location is wrong. The heart of Tumahole. So the heart of Tumahole, ke yona e feedang mo ho sena metsi currently, your Bobby, your old locations and other areas. So we are going to start with this pipeline. So what I want to fellow, we have made a commitment, and with what I like about this commitment is that as Maspal, we have the involvement of the community into this project. So that's why we are here today, relaunching with some of the community members, meeting. So that is why we are here today. So to that more plaking where the pipeline is going to start, and then the water manager and the water team will explain to us the pipeline from where and then how is it going to work, so that we can make sure Paris is starting to get water and a metsi for the pompong. Now another issue that's going to happen this afternoon at 2 o'clock, the MMC, infrastructure and the water manager and will be going and get a boreholes. Now there was a question about last week, but how are we going to make sure metsi a hantle? So today we have brought in a specialist. Alo etsa the testing. Along metsi, renale lab. We've got our own lab as Maspal and a state-of-the-art lab. E kgonang ho testa. So batlo testa metsi ao hore a hantle na hore re kgone ho kenya di borehole. So that is part of the work that we have been doing. So today that is all the work e re tlo etsang today. So thank you very much for hotla to this program, and then let's do it for the community. It's not about Victoria. It's not about any of us here. But ke ka lebaka la setjhaba sa Tumahole or le Paris, because le ka toropong ntse re sokola. So let's make sure that we work with this project together, so that by the time Paris kaofela ena le metsi, then we can all say that we are proud because we all work together ho etsa sure there's water for batho ba Tumahole. And then from this, what we have learned in Paris, it means we must also implement it ko ditoropong tse ding, so that ngwathe kaofela is able to have water. Galebo. Also, just clarify something before Hotre. That's one of the things Ekijulanke Shapelang Tabayadi Chalet. Kopa Hole Salo said that the specialist etlang, ne? Harry Patali is someone that has said, you have a crisis, I'm a specialist, Kopa Olutusa. So there is no money that will be paid to the specialist. It's work that is going to be done. And also the project pipeline, it is in-house. It's not that 66 million. I see part of the 66 million. It is in-house. Maspala Otosibisa its own money. As much as we are distressed, but at the end of the day, make sure something ever is tolang. So it is in-house. Ha ona contractor appoint doing kiba sebeletsi ba rona ba Maspala, the plumbers, the water managers, supervisors and everyone. Ke rona ba tlo iketsa some projecting in. Ke a leboha.
Nou begin, waar gaan die pyp nou begin? Waar?
How are you? No, I'm fine, thanks. Guys, what is playing like? No, thank you. Our project is going to start here. This is going to be our pump station. This plant, we call it an old works. It produces about 5 million liters per day, this plant. So our reservoir, the one that we're going to connect to, the capacity is 4.5 million. So this pump station, these pumps, they goes to this, what is this? Gulf Estate. This line is dedicated to Gulf Estate. So what we're going to do, if you can see, we have a pipeline here which is blanked. This used to be an old line that used to go to town. So we're going to connect this line. It's a dead line, but it's still in good condition. We're going to connect this line and put a new pump here, which is bigger because this one is for pressure tower. So we'll connect it here. This pipeline goes from outside behind the building, that 1919 building that we have there. We're going to join it outside there. This pipe, we also blanked it outside. So our project will be from here to connect the pump, and then we'll start digging from that building of 1919. And then our line will start from here. It will go until zone 6. We'll show you where it is going to be laid. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then
Before
it will
which
go-
one? The trident blind?
No, before that other one.
Conventional.
The conventional.
Oh.
Yeah, this is an old one, a 5 megaliter. So town and location used to get water from this plant those years. This line, it goes straight until Makaseng, traffic department, till reservoir number 2.
Oh, okay.
It used to be this line.
Okay.
They might divide the more wesele, haba shata down more forong, end up more. But we're not going to tamper with that line in town because of town is getting water from that line. We'll join it from here behind. We'll go there. We'll show you where we are going to join this line until our reservoir.
Okay.
Steam. We're not going to the water that was supposed to go to town. We are taking it directly from this plant. Town is getting from that side and location that side.
Oh, so currently only the Gulf Estate
Gulf
is
Estate
getting-
and water trucks, we're getting water from this.
Oh, okay.
So we're not going to affect anyone.
All right. No, it's fine.
So out of, we need 4.5 to fill that reservoir, we have 5 million here. So everything is covered.
Okay. No, it's fine.
Hallo julle. Hallo.
En hier is ons nou by die rivier. Dis 'n ou gebou, ek neem aan dis die ou waterwerke. Daar kan 'n mens sien hoe hoog die water opgestoot hierso by die golfbaan. Bietjie gesak, maar ek dink hy gaan weer hoër gaan sodra die Standerton water oopgemaak word.
That pipeline that we showed you, it used to be an old pipeline. We're going to join it here. This is a valve, we have closed it here. So our construction will start from digging from here. At that corner, we'll go straight. We'll pass that park in front of hospital. Behind us, between hospital and the Beaumont houses, we'll go in that passage. Then behind hospital, we go straight to reservoir number 3, to zone 6. Reservoir 1. 1, yes. So it's a simple connection. This project is an easiest project. We're not going to struggle with pump station. We just connect, we go straight. I say the CAF. It's straight. So,
Can you just explain why are we no longer going to reservoir?
okay, thank you, Executive Mayor. There is the reservoir number 1 and 2. These serve one purpose in location. If reservoir number 1 had challenges, like all these years, reservoir number 1 was out of operation. Community was getting water from number 2. So if number 2 has a problems, tomorrow the community will still get water from reservoir number 1, Ghana. So the reason why we're no longer going to, the first initial was we are going to Lusaga, reservoir number 2. But unfortunately, after we have identified a risk, behind reservoir, there's a pipe that, there's 3 houses. It's a house, it's a shop, barber shop. Pipe there, those houses they built on top of the pipeline. So we can't take that risky. The reason is now we are no longer going there, we are going that side. So this project, Missouri, how na anyone at Lanka meets? We need 2 million inside of those reservoirs so that everyone, we can start our pumps, everyone have any limits. So out of this 5 million, we are 100% sure 3 million to 4 million it will dwell Tenkara reservoir. So our challenge that Tumahole will be solved from this project. It covers all section from Ghana especially. Ghana every day batle bana le metsi because of ke re hola usna metsi ko Ghana. So this is the solution ya Ghana, Haholo, Sisulu, Lusaka, Voka, everyone ba ntse ba struggle ka metsi. This is the purpose ya project to address that problem.
So reservoir number 1, you guys have not been using it.
We have not been using that reservoir. It narrates once in a while, but that for the past 20 years, ntse re sa using. Thank you. Well, if we were saying 5 million, neribuaka liters of water, not money. Plantele produces 5 million liters. Okay. The nice part about it, area manager, reservoir number 2, it will be an that line are Mandela to Lusaka. It happens exist. We have this one in Cheloring ito Kenakamol. So which means Retaberna both reservoirs.
Okay. There's this risk that we have identified. We did not know of it up until we started this project, that there are 3 houses that are built on our pipe. And then now I was asking the MMC that what if one day there is a pipe burst on that line? And I think the area manager is saying that for in future, in terms of, because we have identified there are those 3 houses, the impact that it will do in future. Is there any impact, or does it remain like that, to say it's those 3 houses, or we just live with that thing and like what we are living with now, to say okay, no, it's like that.
Executive Mayor, it's a deadline in order to resuscitate this one. Remember, now we're no longer getting water. It used to be a line and a feeder location from plant until we rebuild that reservoir number 4. We use that line by Bolaya this one. So when I need to resuscitate, I fell out rates.
Okay, so from the water department there is no risk.
Yes.
The community services must go and look into that thing.
Of removal. It's not only 3 houses. Remember, Kaudima Kovoka and that keep parking power station in those years it was an empty space. More power station was Namato. I think it's about 3 houses like street within that block. So it's about 6 houses already removed. It's 9. If you're in future, because of way back it used to be a pool, but what clean altamo mezi aba mo ba edem.
Are you putting in?
We are putting PVC.
And how long is this? 250. And how long is this going to take?
3.
How long is it going to take?
We are saying 6 months everyone will have water. 6 months.
So July.
6 months from today when we launch. My brother, 6 months. Yeah. 6 months from today, this line will be complete.
Okay, we're now on our way from here to behind the hospital where I think the connection of the pipe will happen. We'll go and have a look there. There is no rush.
Okay. Okay. No, thank you, Executive Mayor. Like we said, pipe net from this direction, and then it will join Namo passaging behind. So the nice thing about that, Nagit like idea, when that the the specialists are on Namo project. Ken that Rotani, 25 years experience mo Maspale, ke Mr. George, more than 15 years mo Maspale, ke Vice 15 years mo Maspale mo network. So ke bona go fanda the Rotani re bolella hore e possible ka pa e possible because of ke bona ba feeling yona.
Ke a leboha batswadi ka kopano e re na leng yona. Nna ke bona ntwe re etsa mo re tlo re tswela molemo moholo. Ba pipe na ona mo e precious teng isa metse number 1 le number 2. Mphaka tlo fumana metsi. Ke lebola fela a le tsheetsa nthong e re batlang go etsa. A se kontraka ke rona ba setso masepala re ithaupile. Ke a leboha.
Who's going to talk now?
Majoro, re fa wena Majoro.
No, the MMC.
MMC.
Talking time is over.
Yeah, no.
You want to work.
No, I think it's time, man, to change the life of our communities. I think with this pipeline, we are doing exactly that. Ons werk voor die mensen.
Spit hom, maar nie half spit nie, spit hom.
Very slow.
Right, now what are they going to do now? Okay.
So we are
Right.
done. We are done.
Let's get the workers who's doing the job, show us how to spit. Ja. Right, ons is nou almal hier in die veld, hier agter Tamohule, daar waar ons daai welfs wat ons gereeld monitor waar ons kan sien. Maar alles is oop, alles staan oop, hier's geen sekuriteit nie. Daar is daai huisie waar daai welf agter sit. Ons sal seker nou daarby uitkom, ons sal gaan kyk. Wat sê hulle wat gaan hier gebeur?
Nansi izapha le 250 phumala iyo le hamba la
Ki 250 pipeline that's why re tla ka 250. Yeah. So ke yona project ya rona mo re tlo efeletsa teng e se gale. A tlo tsena ka mathe. Re go bisa ka speed up.
Oh, so after this one, with the same team, we're attending the issue. What is it that we are attending to? We are attending the issue currently with the floods and everything. We are unable to give Redford water because our abstraction pump is inside the river. So the next project from this one, Relonta, that pump, we bring it outside, and then we don't need a team that will go inside if the pumps disappears and so forth. So our pumps will be outside. We're no longer going inside with the same team. Okay.
And after challenge.
So we're still going to use our same team. Okay, so what we are saying is that we want to see if we use our people and not contractors, what will the difference be between. But we are not closing a business and whatsoever because other things they look at the businesses. But what we are saying is that where we can do it ourselves, we are now starting to do it ourselves. Okay.
So ha le se le blood bypass tsena na se le etsa separate kenya pipe engwe lengwe separate ho ya di reservoir ho tjho hore ditulo tse di sa le sa thole metsi ka ofela di auto tsena ka fa di tlo thola metsi.
Okay, thank you so much, Executive Mayor, and everyone here with us today. Today we are very happy as Ngwate. We are very happy. That's why we even came. We brought our team on site so that we can demonstrate to you our state of readiness. When we started, I think when I started last year, Executive Mayor, together with yourself, we said we want to give our people a chance. So it's exactly what we are doing, to give them a chance. So that on its own indicates that we're a listening municipality, we're a listening administration. So we said also we cannot do it on our own. Hence today we've got our stakeholders here with us, we have our team with us, everybody's here to witness. So we said we cannot do this on our own. We need you to do this. We need you so that we can be able to achieve this goal of having water. We said also this is a constitutional right. Everyone must have clean water, access to clean water. And we said we are committed to it. So today is the first step to show you that indeed if we are given a chance, everyone eventually will have clean water. Thank you so much.
Okay, I just want to do the vote of thanks. I just want to say thank you to everyone that came with us today to witness this. It's also important for everyone to be here because you need to come back and say, but we were there with you. And this is the progress and so forth. So thank you very much for coming. And this does not mean that it's the end of our meetings. It's continuing because we need accountability and we need to work together. And I'm so happy that finally there is a voice of Mwate starting to speak in one voice. We are starting to work together with stakeholders. I'm starting to see the light. Honestly, I'm starting to see the light. I'm starting to see where people want to help the municipality help the people as well. I don't know how to put it, but it's the people helping us to help. It's like something like that. So it's a collective effort where we are saying we're working together in changing the lives of Moate. And I believe that what I'm still going to say to this committee and so forth is that what we are doing in Parys, let's introduce it in other towns as well, so that we change Moate collectively. And thank you very much for coming to this program. Thank you very much to our workers. And I must say, I'm starting to see the morale changing. I'm starting to see your morale. You are so actively involved. Each one has got something to say. Even if you're standing at the back, you hear someone say something. And that is what's supposed to happen, where the workers are the ones saying what must happen. Because there's this thing, no, they're getting paid, they're not doing anything. But today it shows that they are here, Kibona, that knows what must happen, and they are the ones that says we are going to do this and we're going to make sure that our people get water. Thank you.
Yep. You're going to talk for me.
As the executive mayor of Moate, I am very happy that we managed to attend to one of the issues that were on the program of action that we had as the team, the Moate administration, and we also have our stakeholders where we have our weekly meetings on Tuesday. So finally, on that action plan that we had, one of the issues was to implement this issue of the pipeline. And now that we have started, I'm happy that we can tick a box and say, okay, here we have ticked, and we will gradually come back and say what is the next one and how do we tick on that one. But I'm very happy, and I'm also happy at the fact that I've got a team of municipal workers that are 100% or more than 100% committed into making sure that this pipeline works, and then we are giving our community members water. So the issue of Metsi Pompong is now, they can say whatsoever, but now it's a Moate issue altogether. It is no longer just of a group, but it's a Moate issue altogether, and we are working together, and I'm glad that we are working together in implementing that Metsi Pompong. Thank you.
Nora leboa ka opportunity re fueng go le municipality gore re kenye pipeline e tlo tloa planteng ya reservoir ya rona ya Kokana. Reservoir ya rona ya Kokana ke reservoir e nngwe le yona e tshwereng e le the heart of Tumahole. Makweshini a thola metsi o tswa letamong leo ke allocation B, zone 6, Tokoloho, Sisulu, Ghana, Pelendaba, Lusaka, le Voka, le Metampelo. So boholo ba location kaofela bona pleke tse ntse di sena metsi di tlo qala ho bana le metsi ka go pipeline ene e tlo tlosa metsi go tloa planteng e a tlisa mo letamong la Ghana. Ha isa le ntho ile ya hore metsi a tlo tloa letamong la Skonkenville a ba gutla tla letamong la Ghana. No re tla ka permanent solution e le reng e tlo thusa Tumahole hore ntho ya metsi ya gore ne re hloka metsi e be ntho e re buang ya gale re lebetseng ka yona hore re kile ga bana le motse ne re hloka metsi. So pipeline e mosebetsi wa teng ko o tšhentšha maphelo a rona gore re be le metsi tsatsi le tšhaba le le dikela.
No, thank you, and thank you for the opportunity. What we're seeing here today is happening is a full constitutional discharge, a full constitutional obligation that the municipality has discharged. I always recite to say Section 152 of the Constitution talks about the object of the local government, but now in particular, what we're seeing now is the end results of it, in terms of subsection 2, that the municipality must strive within its financial and administrative capacity to ensure that there's a proper service delivery. Look, this issue of Metsi Pompong has been an outstanding issue for quite a long time, and today it's coming to end of it. End of it in the sense that now there is a light at the end of the tunnel. We as a community were involved, and this is now a broader resolution or result of the action plan that we as a community and the municipality have engaged. And we're quite content. We are quite happy that this is happening, and it's happening right here in our presence. And we want to thank the Majoro and the team for this effort, for them understanding every single proposals that we have put on the table. We have rejected others, we have accepted others, but here we are at the best project of it, at the end tunnel of it, of saying that now there is a direction in terms of what we're doing. I think we have built a position of trust between the municipality and the community as far as the issues of service deliveries are concerned. And we will go according and along those particular lines going forward. And thank you.
We're standing here today after we have started after a few problems starting with electricity and water, and today we can announce and say the first steps have been taken between the community and the municipality to work together, and we are very proud to say the plans you laid down, we are very happy with it, ma'am. Thank you for all the troubles we could give you, and thank you for your patience, and thank you for what's happening now. I think the people is going to appreciate when the water is coming through the taps. Thank you so much.
Thank you.